Now let us see past tense. How do we use, what is the structure and what is the usage? Past tense, simple past. Again, as usual, we have simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. So the same way as present tense. Now let us see. Past tense verb form is, simple past verb form is verb plus ed in case of regular verbs. For example, clean changes to cleaned. But when it comes to irregular verbs, it has different forms like sing, sang. You can't write sing, sang, sing, sang. The regular verb dance, danced, and all these things. Now let us see the usage. Events at a definite time in the past with no relevance to the present. A word indicating the past time is used. For example, yesterday, the last week, in 1998. So events, simply completed events. But there is you have to be very careful when you identify past tense as well as past perfect. Past tense means, simple past tense means action just completed, action, there will not be any effect in the present. But whereas a past perfect, completed action and that effect will be in the present. So it is called past perfect. Now simple past is events at a definite time in the past with no relevance, no the effect in the present. I went to a movie yesterday. That's it. I went to a movie yesterday. Next, historic events which happened in the past without a word indicating time. Any events which happened, historical events which happened in the past, but without indicating time. Then you can use simple past tense like Charles Darwin visited the Galapagos Island, not date. If we mention date, again, we shouldn't use simple past tense. So without mentioning dates, if you are talking about historical events, you can use this. And coming to third usage. Events in a narrative in their chronological order. Narrative, events which happened in the past in a narrative way and in a chronological order. The car hit a divider. The people inside escaped unhurt. The next one, habits in the past. When you are talking about regular habitual activities in the past tense, you can use simple past, but we can also use to structure would to indicate past habits. Not only simple past tense verb form, use it to also you can use to talk about past habitual activities and would also. Now let us see the example for habits in the past. When I was a child, I did not eat vegetables. Vegetables. This is past action. And when you are talking, when I was a child, I used to hate vegetables. Vegetables. That is, I used to constructions. This is about simple past tense. Coming to past continuous structure. Was plus verb plus ing when the subject is singular, and in all the other cases, were plus verb plus ing, plural form. So let us see usage. Ongoing events at a particular time in the past. Ongoing in the past, it went on for some more time in the past. Children were playing in the park last evening. Second, an ongoing background event while the focus is on another event. So when my wife and I were going to our offices, we saw an accident. Two past events. One past event was going on and the other event happened. Next one example, when I was traveling to Mumbai, I suddenly fell ill. Two past events happened here, ongoing background event while the focus is on another event. What was the focus here in the second day? When my wife and I were going to our offices, we saw an accident. Focused event is I were going. When my wife and I were going, that was the focused event, past event, and the other one is we saw an accident. And the third usage, a regular or repeated event in the past. Means very regular or repeated event in the past. Our neighbors were fighting day after day, and finally we decided to move to another place. This is again usage of this simple past continuous tense. And coming to past perfect, when you are talking about past perfect tense structure is had plus past participle form of the verb. Let us see usage. When talking about more than one event in the past, past perfect is used to refer to the earliest event. So this you should be very careful. Let me tell you. When we reached the station yesterday, the train had already left. So, when you are talking about more than one event in the past, two past actions you are talking about, more than one, it may be two or three. And past perfect verb form will be in the earliest events, and the other past tense will be simple past events. Let me tell you. When we reached the station yesterday, this is one simple past tense, one past tense. What is the action? We reached the station yesterday. The second action is the train had already left. This is past perfect verb form. When two past events happened, first past event will have a past perfect verb form. Second past event will have simple past verb form. Now first action is the train had already left. Then you reached the station yesterday. So first action is the train had already left. So verb form is had, past perfect, had already left, had left. And the simple sentence, second one is simple sentence. We reached the station yesterday. Reached is past, simple past verb form. So past perfect is when talking about more than one event in the past. Past perfect verb form will be in the earliest of the events. That is the important one you should keep in mind. Then had plus the other one, second usage is experiences till a particular time in the past. I had been to several countries in Europe by 2001. And third usage, used in reported speech in place of simple past in direct speech. Sneha said, I did not attend any class. And Sneha said that she had not attended any class. So this is in past perfect verb form. And coming to the other one, past perfect continuous tense. Had plus been plus verb ing. Events that begin before a certain point of time in the past and continued up to that time. I had been waiting nearly for an hour before the bus came. So this is about past perfect continuous tense. Now let us see the examples. Uh, mm, this they went shopping last week. This is in simple past tense. When he reached the bus stop, the bus had left. Past perfect tense. Suddenly he remembered where he had hidden the money. This is in past perfect tense. Naira was crossing the road when Sushan's mother noticed her. Was crossing. Past continuous tense. He had been working with Amazon for nearly 2 years before he left for the US. He had been working a past perfect continuous tense. Now let us see. Fill in the blanks using verbs in the correct tenses. I dash a new phone last week. Buy is the option. Bought. Natasha dashed to dance very quickly. Learned to dance very quickly. When we were living in Mumbai, we would visit Marine Drive every weekend. Live is the option, were living is the answer. When I arrived at the hall, the film had started. Start is the option, had started. She had been taking coaching for 2 years when she appeared for the GRE. Take is the option, she had been taking. So this is the past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous verb form.